Welcome to our U.S. briefing show. Today, we're kicking things off with some good news for travelers. Gas prices are at their lowest since 2021, at just $3.08 per gallon. This means more Americans can hit the road for Memorial Day without breaking the bank, thanks to increased oil production and some trade war worries. It's a great boost for our wallets and our holiday plans. Next up, JPMorgan Chase's CEO Jamie Dimon is sounding the alarm about the markets. He warns that investors are getting a bit too comfortable despite ongoing trade tensions and inflation risks. With U.S. manufacturing sluggish and international reactions unpredictable, he's warning of a potential storm ahead, so stay alert, folks. And in international news, Trump's recent call with Putin about Ukraine didn't exactly bring peace closer. Critics say he's just talking vaguely without real plans, and Ukraine's President Zelensky is calling for stronger sanctions and negotiations. It looks like the conflict might drag on a bit longer, with no quick fix in sight. Please continue to watch for more details. CNN reports that this Memorial Day weekend will see the lowest gasoline prices since 2021, with the national average expected to be $3.08 per gallon, a significant drop from last year's $3.58 and 2022's $4.60. This decline offers relief to the nearly 40 million Americans traveling by road, as lower fuel costs make the holiday more affordable and serve as a psychological tax cut, boosting consumer confidence. The dip in prices, adjusted for inflation, is the lowest since 2003, excluding pandemic years, and is partly driven by fears of economic harm from tariffs and trade tensions, which have kept crude oil prices low despite the global market's fluctuations. However, the gap between crude oil and gasoline prices remains due to refinery shutdowns and decreasing demand, especially with the rise of electric vehicles, indicating a complex energy landscape influenced by geopolitical and economic uncertainties. CNN also highlights concerns from JPMorgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon regarding the U.S. economy's fragility amid ongoing trade disputes and geopolitical risks. Dimon warns that markets are dangerously complacent about the potential for inflation spikes and stagflation, which could lead to increased credit losses and economic downturns. The recent downgrade of U.S. debt by Moody's underscores the mounting fiscal pressures, with rising debt levels and political gridlock threatening long-term stability. Despite initial optimism after the U.S.-China tariff rollback, investor confidence has wavered, as stocks fluctuate and Treasury yields rise, reflecting fears of economic slowdown. Dimon's cautious outlook emphasizes the need for vigilance, as the U.S. faces a delicate balance between maintaining growth and avoiding a recession caused by external shocks and internal debt challenges. CNN reports that President Trump's recent call with Russian President Vladimir Putin has cast doubt on prospects for ending the Ukraine conflict. The conversation revealed how far apart the two leaders remain, with Trump endorsing Russia's stance and suggesting that Ukraine and Russia should negotiate as only they can, leaving the U.S. less involved. Zelensky's response was clear: he demands stronger sanctions and direct negotiations involving Western powers, warning that U.S. disengagement benefits Putin. Meanwhile, Russia's portrayal of the call indicates Putin's desire to end the war on terms that undermine Ukraine's sovereignty, emphasizing root causes like denazification and territorial restrictions. Trump's approach, characterized by vague threats and a lack of concrete pressure, contrasts sharply with the sustained, strategic efforts needed for peace, leaving the future of Ukraine's conflict uncertain amid broader geopolitical tensions. Al Jazeera reports that President Joe Biden's recent diagnosis of aggressive prostate cancer has reignited debates over transparency and health disclosures in political leadership. The revelation came amidst mounting scrutiny of Biden's health, especially after a forthcoming book, Original Sin, alleges a cover-up of his mental and physical decline, including claims that Biden was unable to recognize George Clooney at a fundraiser. Former President Donald Trump seized the moment to question the timing and honesty of Biden's diagnosis, suggesting that the former president's health had been concealed and criticizing medical professionals for allegedly withholding critical information. Experts have debated whether Biden's cancer could have gone undetected for years, with some suggesting that the rapid progression might be possible but unlikely, raising questions about the transparency of medical screenings during his tenure. The Washington-based coverage highlights the political tension surrounding Biden's health disclosure, especially as a new book alleges a cover-up of his cognitive decline. Trump's comments imply skepticism about Biden's mental fitness, tying his cancer diagnosis to concerns over whether the former president was sufficiently transparent about his health. Medical experts quoted in the article expressed differing opinions. Some believe that Biden's advanced cancer would have been detectable through routine tests before he left office, while others acknowledge that rapid progression, although rare, is possible. The debate underscores broader issues about medical transparency for public officials, especially when health issues could influence leadership capabilities, and reflects ongoing partisan disputes over Biden's fitness for office. Meanwhile, in the political arena, the focus shifts to the U.S. Congress, where President Trump is expected to attend a critical House GOP meeting to push for the passage of a comprehensive budget resolution. The article from Yahoo US details how Trump's presence aims to sway wavering Republicans amid tight margins and internal disagreements over issues like work requirements for Medicaid recipients and the expansion of deductions for state and local taxes. With only a slim majority, GOP leaders face a delicate balancing act, trying to reconcile conservative demands with broader legislative priorities before the Memorial Day recess. The ongoing negotiations reveal deep divisions within the party, with some members demanding more time to refine the bill, and others threatening to oppose it if certain provisions, such as the timeline for work requirements and energy tax credits, are not adjusted. Trump's intervention is seen as a last-ditch effort to unify the fractured party and ensure the legislation advances, highlighting the intense legislative battles shaping the current political landscape. South China Morning Post reports that President Joe Biden has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer that has metastasized to his bones. Prostate cancer, originating in the small gland responsible for semen production, is the second most common cancer among men globally, with over 1.47 million new cases in 2022. While many cases grow slowly and men can live with it for decades without symptoms, aggressive forms like Biden's can spread rapidly and become life-threatening. The disease's progression often involves symptoms such as urinary changes, blood and semen, and bone pain, with treatment options ranging from surgery and radiation to hormone therapy and targeted drugs. Biden's cancer, scored highly on the Gleason scale, underscores the importance of early detection, which has historically improved survival rates. However, recent trends show an increase in advanced stage diagnoses, emphasizing the ongoing challenge of managing metastatic prostate cancer, especially when it reaches the bones, leading to severe pain and complications. The statistics reveal a significant toll, with thousands of deaths annually in the U.S., particularly among older men, despite advances in screening and treatment that have halved mortality rates since the 1990s. Yahoo US highlights Melania Trump's impeccable style during the signing of the bipartisan Take It Down Act, where she combined high fashion with political activism. She donned a tailored Prada double-breasted gray suit featuring a subtle plaid pattern, reflecting the rising trend of menswear-inspired fashion among women, and elevated her look with Christian Louboutin's iconic red-soled heels. Her choice of footwear, the So Kate pumps, added a touch of femininity and sophistication to her powerful ensemble, symbolizing her ability to merge luxury fashion with moments of political significance. During the ceremony at the White House Rose Garden, Melania's fashion statement went beyond aesthetics. Her decision to publicly support the bill, aimed at combating non-consensual explicit content and AI-generated deepfakes, demonstrated her active advocacy for digital safety and women's rights. Her elegant appearance, paired with her visible endorsement of the legislation, reinforced her role as a figure of influence, seamlessly blending sartorial diplomacy with political activism. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Turn on the TV screen, see the world unseen. China's on the news tonight, history in the spotlight. Scroll through my phone again, find out where to begin. Stories from the east to west, learning from the very best. News in China every day, learning in a fun new way. From the cities to the heartbeat, feel the charm. Ancient tales and modern times, mountains high and river rise, culture rich in every town, golden driving never down. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through every word. China's story always heard. News in China every day, learning a fun new way. From the cities to the farms, feel the heartbeat, feel the charm. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through